What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? This is once again Lilith from Jarostar2 Gaming on the YouTube, and today we're going to be doing the Holy Paladin for patch 5.3, the gameplay portion. I did do the guide, the main guide for it, and I got a decent response, so here's the gameplay video. Now after this video, I'm not gonna promise you guys anything, but expect not necessarily a guide, but an opinionated video, I suppose, based on this priest, so we can get into that. But basically, I just wanted to show you guys a quick little gameplay on how I like to play my Holy Paladin and the different styles that you can use. Now there are two different main styles that are in a great consensus at the moment. The first being Eternal Flame spamming, and the second one being saving up all of your holy power and Light of Dawn bursting. So for this first boss, we're going to be doing the Light of Dawn bursting, and the second boss will be doing the Eternal Flame bursting and comparing. Now, either way you do it, it's not really going to matter. You know, people change every fight. It doesn't matter either. It's really how you can play the class to its best potential, because every fight is going to be different. You need to look at your talents. So I know, for instance, that Stone Guards on Raid Finder, everybody just stacks the bosses up and pretty much stacks in melee. There's no real reason to not use Light's Hammer on this fight because of the explosions, and everybody should be near each other. Now for the second boss, I may decide to go with Holy Prism, but I completely doubt that because of Epicenter and Arcane Velocity. So before we get in here, let's go ahead and make sure we have our buffs, and it looks like we do, and we are in the right seal. And it looks like we're going to pull in a second. We got our food buff up and running. I think this guy's a tank. He is. Alright, so before we pull, we're going to stack up a little bit of Illuminated Healing on him just to get him started off, so that we know that we can jump right in there and he should be perfectly fine. Looks like we're going to pull any moment now, and once again this is going to be the Light of Dawn bursting. I'm going to save up most of my holy power before the explosions, and then after they occur, I'll be burst Light of Dawn healing. Pretty much just Light of Dawn, Light of Dawn, Light of Dawn, Light of Dawn, with a little bit of a weave into. So if we can pull, which it looks like we may be doing, I'm not sure because it is taking forever. Alright, here we go. Eliminated healing probably fell off, but we're going in here, and remember your passive talents, guys. Your passive abilities. Every time that you use your Divine Light or Flash Heal on the target of your beacon, you gain holy power, which is very, very beneficial to you, because that is just a very if you need holy power faster, or if you're trying to get a lot of holy power before something happens, it's a great way to do it when there's no AoE damage going out, so that you can build up that holy power in order to burst heal a little bit more with your Light of Dawn, all of that good stuff. So we're just going to be keeping up our Eternal Flames on the tanks. It looks like we're about to go into an explosion, so I'm going to build up to 5 holy power. Here we are. I'm going to save that Infusion of Light proc. Boom. Gonna throw down Light's Hammer, pop wings, and go at it. Just Holy Radiance and Light of Dawn. Let's see, we have Monks of Revival. Didn't even get to do anything, which is the bad thing about LFR. People are gonna sit there and pad. So I mean, as always, don't really take into consideration what meters say. I've always been against really looking at what meters say in the first place, but especially in LFR, because there's so many different things people can do. Just don't get discouraged. Keep working at it, and you'll get better. So it looks like we're going to be getting explosions again in a few seconds, probably about 15. So we're gonna just start conserving that. Let's build up like 5 holy power before we actually get into this AoE. And let's see, Light's Hammer's not gonna be up until about halfway through, so we're gonna pop our Guardian on this one. We've got all of our holy power. Alright, we're gonna pop Guardian, we're gonna pop our Divine Favor and go for it. Now we're just gonna spam Light of Dawn. Since my Guardian's up, I'm gonna sit there and cast Divine Lights, get that splash healing going out until I have 5 stacks, which I have now. I'm gonna go ahead and Light of Dawn and do a little bit of melee, and then should be getting one more, so I'll save my Light's Hammer for that one. Now don't forget you have that extra mana pot, which is your Lay on Hands, which I'm going to be using in a moment before we get to the AoE, so that I can do as much as I can. Since we haven't really had an opportunity, we'll go ahead and pop it on that guy, and boom, 10% mana. Alright, looks like it's about to explode. Got our 5 holy power, good to go. Because we're ballers, we're going to pop our shield before it happens, and here it comes. Light's Hammer's down, and we're Light of Dawn spamming, and then Holy Radiance, and then using our Holy Shock as a filler for the splash healing that it provides. Back up to 5, we're gonna Light of Dawn, splash heal with that. See all of these procs, all of the procs for extra Light of Dawn or Eternal Flames. So as you see here, we're minimizing, I guess, our use of our Eternal Flame so that we may keep more holy power for Light of Dawn. Now let's look at the results of that fight. We did okay, I guess. We had a monk healer below us, 2 monks healer it looks like, and then we're right there. We did good. Our top healing was Illuminated Healing, and then of course Light of Dawn and Holy Radiance. So next fight, I'll be showing you the other method, which involves Eternal Flame spamming. Now the reason that some people don't like Eternal Flame spamming is mainly because you're not able to use a lot of Light of Dawn afterwards, because your main focus during the fight is going to be keeping up that Eternal Flame. And if you're focusing on keeping, 11, 10, 11, 12, 13 maybe Eternal Flames up on the raid, there's almost no way you're able to conserve any holy power. Because the reason that people do this is because if they do not have an absorb class in their healing core, such as a discipline priest or even a resto shaman that can bring everybody's health up before it happens, their maximum health, and then with their mastery they can just destroy the healing, then this is a very preferred method, especially in 10-mans when you can blanket the whole raid. Now this basically just revolves around making sure we Crusader Strike, and we keep Crusader Strike and Holy Shock on cooldown to maximize the use of our Eternal Flame. Now there are some people out there that will say, oh, don't use your Eternal Flame until you have 3 holy power. Well, I don't necessarily believe that, because the only thing that is affected by more holy power with your Eternal Flame is its initial tick. So I could have 1 holy power and it could hit for 15 to 20k, and the person's topped off. I'm just getting ready for preemptive damage, right? Or if I really need it and I know there's tank damage coming out, I can have a 5 holy power Eternal Flame that'll crit for like 80, 100k healing on that tank with the hot. But the main thing here is the hot remains the same no matter how much holy power you have. When you cast Eternal Flame, the hot is the same. It's just the initial tick that is affected. So once again, let's build up a little bit of Illuminated Healing before we get into the fight. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use Light's Hammer. I am. For the Epicenter as well as the Arcane Velocity. So once we get in there, we'll have that nice AoE healing going down as it's happening, and we should be able to stabilize the raid pretty much primarily by ourselves. Now it looks like we're going in just a moment. We're gonna start off with 3 holy power here. Alright, here we go. So I'm gonna wait until he gets in position. He's gonna get hit in a second. After he gets hit, I'm going to Eternal Flame him. And alright, he gets hit. I'm Eternal Flaming him. Now we're gonna go into melee and start just Eternal Flaming one group at a time, basically. That's how it goes. Because I know that that epicenter is coming up soon, so if I can make sure that we have HOTS up on a lot of the raid as it's coming out, then we should be good. So as you can see, I have like 7 Eternal Flames out, but look at these people. There is almost no way that they could die without Eternal Flame ticking on them. That's why most people choose to Eternal Flame spam on different fights. So as you can see, we're just trying to maximize our Eternal Flame with our Holy Shock as well as Crusader Strike so that we can get the maximum amount out before these epicenters happen. And here we're gonna go ahead and pop our Guardian so we can get out some nice big Divine Lights that'll splash to the raid. Looks like we have 5 now, so I'm gonna go ahead and Light of Dawn. And then we're just gonna Eternal Flame spam. Now, one thing to note is that you can, on fights like Megara, on you know, Tin Man, you're able to Eternal Flame as the damage is coming out. And you might think, well, why would you want to do this? Well, the reason is because if I Eternal Flame as that damage is coming out, that means that I'm not only able to heal that person for a ridiculous amount from the Eternal Flame, but I am also able to get that nice big juicy hot out on that person after the fact that it happens. Now, one thing about Eternal Flame spamming is that you don't really like after the fact healing, do you? You want it preemptive. You don't want to see the damage. Normally, if you're doing things like Epicenter, you don't want to see the damage go out and then do it. See, like now, I'm going to go ahead and Light of Dawn because I know that that has a 30-yard radius and that'll override any Eternal Flame spamming in 25-man. Now, if I was in a 10-man doing this fight, I would keep Eternal Flame spamming because, as you can see, it's very easy, especially in 10-man, to blanket the entire raid, pretty much, with your Eternal Flame before the damage occurs, which is very useful. Now, since we're trying to conserve mana here, I went ahead and used my Divine Plea. We're going to drop down that Light's Hammer and just Light of Dawn a little bit. Ugh, those monks are crazy. And we're going to get a down phase here in a minute, so as always, don't worry. Think about the fight's mechanics. You know, you can blow a lot of your mana in that first phase because you know that you're going to have a decent down phase here. Which I do, just doing a little bit of melee, getting some nice mana back from my Seal and Insight. You know, see Wildfire's out and he has that Eternal Flame on him. If he didn't, I would have cast another one on him because even, you know, you can't always expect people, especially in, you know, LFR, to play the best. So I see this guy's got Wildfire on him. I don't know, it didn't show up on my raid frames, so that's odd. But if that showed up on my raid frames, I would have Wildfired him, see? Right there. Just because we know that there's a chance that that person may or may not be taking damage. And of course, we could draw Flame Stacks, so it's not going to affect us very much. We're going to continue our Eternal Flame spam on this group up here. Maybe drop down a Light's Hammer because I know I have plenty of time before next phase. And just keep going at it. You can use Holy Radiance during these as well if you're trying to Eternal Flame spam during the AoE, so that you're able to, I have no idea what I was trying to say, but alright, here we go. More Draw Flames coming out. Wildfire goes out. We're just trying to keep everybody alive with our Eternal Flame because that's all I need. This damage from this ability is not that much. You have to think about how hard is this ability going to hit. Am I going to need a full power Light of Dawn? Or can I simply stabilize with an Eternal Flame and get my healing over time and let the other healers waste their mana so that you can use yours in the next phase? You have to think about it. You can't just go in and do things without thinking. That's where you get into trouble. It sounds very cliche, but you know, that's with everything. You do things without thinking, you're not making the decision, it's making you. That's right. Alright, here we go. So we're going to the last phase with 17 draw flame stacks. That's no big deal for us. We have all of our cooldowns up. We're going to go ahead and start our Eternal Flame spamming now, because I know that this is going to be decently intense. And if I do get Arcane Resonance, of course I'll have to step out. Alright, Velocity is coming soon. I'm going to get ready and drop my hammer. It should be coming out any second now. Possibly. I think it's after this resonance, I guess. So I'm gonna drop my hammer here and use my wings. Hammer's down, wings are up, and we're gonna Light of Dawn here because everybody is going to benefit from that the most. And you see some spot Eternal Flames on people that dip. That's very, very crucial as well. You don't need to sit there and cast that 2-second spell on them if you don't have to. If you have the Holy Power, go ahead and just cast a nice big juicy Eternal Flame on them just to stabilize them. That's all that Holy Paladins really are. We're not that great of, you know, topping the rate off instantaneously. It's not really what we do. But we are great at stabilizing people as they take damage. I often say that my Holy Paladin, I like it so much because it's comparable to a Discipline Priest in some ways. I feel like Eternal Flame spamming is comparable to Spirit Shell, I guess. As you see, running out of mana, so I'm going to Light of Dawn, or Lay on Hands the tank, and got 10% of my mana back. So we're about to get the last one here, and this comes out. I'm going to use my Devo Aura and go ahead and drop Light's Hammer. So Devo Aura's out, Light's Hammer's down. And this is the last one. So we're up to 3 Holy Power. That makes 5. Now we're gonna Light of Dawns. Light of Dawns. I don't know why I made that plural. Light of Dawn, of course. And fight should be over soon. Just stabilizing people once again. We need to instant cast on them just to help them. And yay. Alright. So let's look at the results of this fight. Nice, got some pants I don't really need, but let's look at the results of this fight. Basically, if we can go down here, our healing was 66k, which was not bad at all. That is very good. That's good. Our top heal this fight was Illuminated Healing, followed by Beacon of Light and Eternal Flame. Now, as you can see, Light of Dawn is right below Eternal Flame, which is why I like the Eternal Flame spam spec. Or no, it's not a spec, it's a playstyle. The Eternal Flame playstyle, the best is because I can also utilize that Light of Dawn. I don't have to think, alright, I have to save all of this Holy Power to sit there in Light of Dawn. I know the damage is coming, I know when it's gonna come, I need to use that information to my ability. It's like knowing that somebody is going to come at your house at 8:45 p.m. tonight and try and murder you. What are you gonna do? You're gonna pull out a shotgun, okay? You're gonna kill them when they walk into your house. You're not gonna just sit there and be like, la-di-da, and let them kill you. No. This is the same thing. Same principle. If you know that is coming, do it. Obviously, as a healer, you can't predict everything. You're not gonna know Jimmy John is gonna go stand in the fire on most occasions in LFR because you don't know who they are. Even in heroics, even in normals, the best raiders make mistakes as well. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this playstyle walkthrough for the Holy Paladin, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe, do all that other good stuff. More videos coming soon. I've been getting a great response, and I'm gonna put out a video soon about a possible giveaway for hitting a certain subscriber number. I haven't really decided on that yet because I went from like 40 to 80 in a week and a half or something, so it's just like, okay, I don't really know what I want to do yet, but I will be giving away something probably from the Blizzard store, and yeah, stay tuned, and thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, have fun.
Summit, US Illidan.